All right. So now let's jump right into the next thing. I'm gonna be talking about some hair clippers, specifically the Remington HC5870. I got them for $44.99, $45 back in, well, actually, this was in March of 2018. So I've had these for a while now, but I personally didn't use them until um, February of this year. So about 10 months. Uh, current current availability on Amazon, I didn't check elsewhere. They actually don't have this in stock. And I got this off of a wire cutter recommendation. Another model is recommended now, but the 5850 is kind of, I think, like the second recommendation, and it is available on Amazon. I think it's something like $35, $34 right now. So other reasons why I got these hair clippers. I have two kids, so um, it was we wanted to cut their hair, so we got this thing. Pretty good price, $45. Highly, and obviously, like I mentioned, it was highly recommended on Wire Cutter. So I'm gonna jump into the features and kind of what it comes with. So you get the hair clipper itself. It comes in a carrying case, and it has the I don't know the right term for it. The cutters of the different sizes. You get regular scissors with it actually. Charging cable, carrying pouch, some I believe it's a light machine oil that you can use to keep the blades lubricated, and like two cleaner brushes. So I'll quickly let me grab it and then. So here is the carrying case. It's pretty nice actually. Decently made, has a nice little handle on it. Latch that pops open. So I don't think I'm going to take everything out, but here's the unit itself. I feel it's pretty easy to use, pretty easy to hold. I don't think it's gonna slip out of your hand too easily. Look at these different cutters, little machine oil, little brush. Quickly, I want to mention about the battery life. I haven't done any official measurements or anything on this, but it it'll last you a couple haircuts. There was one time that it was the hair clipper was used, I don't know, maybe like four or five different, it was used in four or five different sessions between charges, and it actually died on me in the middle of me using it. So now I charge it every time I use it, or at least every other time it's used. And typically I charge it, you know, for the hour or the couple hours before I use it, just to make sure it doesn't happen again. The the build of it, I feel like it is pretty good. Um, Feels pretty solid in my hand. I don't feel like there's any like poorly made or parts that seem like it's gonna fall apart. After actually, yeah, if I think about it, after 2.5 years, over 2.5 years, it's running strong. Maintenance, maintenance. You gotta charge the thing and you have to clean it out. I clean it out at usually every time I use it, but at worst every other time. And what I mean by like maintenance, that's just what I do is I just brush all the extra hair that's stuck inside of it as much as I can. I try to brush it out, and then I apply the light machine oil on the two blades and kind of run it, um, and then like kind of tilt it over and then kind of do the same thing to the other side. So I kind of want to also talk a little bit about my general like hair cutting experience. I just started cutting my own hair in February of this year. It's like 10 months. Before this, I had never done it before. I'm no expert. Um, my all of my education was watching a couple YouTube videos, maybe 2 or 3 YouTube videos, and then trying it on myself a bunch. That's it. This thing is super easy to use. So I want to kind of jump into the pros and the cons. Battery life is, I feel like, is great, especially for personal use. And there's one thing specifically that I want to call out um, about this kit. The thing that you clip onto the clipper so it doesn't cut all your hair off in one go. So specifically, can you see this piece? You see how it's longer here and then it's shorter here, and it's kind of like an angle, and then there's a partner piece to it. So I mean, there's a little icon on there. It tells you like whether it's for the left side of your head or the right side. Maybe it's here. This makes it very apparent. For me, these things are amazing. So why do I say that? Um, I guess it's specifically for my haircut. At a super high level, what I do is I have zeros up until maybe slightly above my ear. I use it with a zero, and then I just use this template to cut the rest of the top hair, and then I do the same thing on both sides, and then this template thing has saved me a bunch of time. I like if the next pair I get needs to have this or needs to work with this thing. After I kind of cut the sides, I where my part is, I kind of go down with I remove the any attachments on, and I kind of just go down and kind of do a line where my part is. And that's it. It's just a comb over with a bit of a fade. Yeah, I mentioned the battery life. The little template thing is great, and it just works really well. I have no complaints about it. Yeah, actually going into the cons, mm, I can't really think of anything bad to say about it. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do. I highly recommend it. So that is it for these hair clippers for the Remington HC5870 that I recommend.